Hello and welcome to the Hypertrophy Odyssey chapter 339. It is the last day of the week, aka the Big Bang Attack workout. I am feeling very good right now. I'm very excited for this workout. But anyways, to the main subject matter for today, slop content or the slop era. The main reason why I wanted to talk about this is because in yesterday's video, or the previous video seen right here, I discuss about overconsumption, and that has brought upon us the slop era. We are in the slop era where we are getting all amalgamations of things that are either low effort or low barrier to entry that are making it so that we are basically just guzzling up the slop that is being that is being produced by many different things. So with that being said, I want to go into the ways that we're in the slop era. And it's not just in content creation, but in entertainment in general, as well as food and also other things like that, where we're getting to a point now where we're getting things like, crossovers that we never thought we would see to this day, to like in different assets. For example, King of the Hill inside of Call of Duty, or SpongeBob and Wendy's, things like that, where it's two different properties completely just colliding together to make something. I think in fitness, we kind of see it as well in certain things like Kool-Aid flavored protein powder or pre-workout, things like that, where we're starting to get these weird mashups where they're just like, fuck it. But that we're going to get into that, plus the idea of just slop in general and why it's not good and all this other stuff, because it is causing a lot of issues, I feel like, because we're now in the later stages of things. So hell, we're even in the slop era of memes. So with that being said, I will get into more details when we get to Mother Base.
All right, so I started this day off with single arm lat pull down, which was pretty good. But anyways, to the main subject matter at hand, the slop era. So we have now reached the slop era in basically all forms of entertainment, no matter where we are at. Every single niche category, does not matter, has fallen victim to the slop era. And what does the slop era mean? It means anything to entertain at any cost, at any point in time. So the main reason why I wanted to discuss this is because I see this now all the time in different various things, really, like entertainment circles. For me personally, I think when it comes to things like the gym community area or, things like that, the slop era in this case would be those who just do the same videos over and over again, other drama videos, or fake naturals who try to pass off as real people because realistically, they're not really real, if that makes any sense, but they are what is considered the slop person, but that's kind of a different story for a different day. The slop era is something that is affecting everybody everywhere. We see this in short form content mostly, but also long form content where we get things that you can't even trust to be real or even close to real, because you're more likely than not going to get somebody who gets an AI voice or an AI script to just do whatever AI thing they want and use AI visuals to go along with it. So we are getting to the point where it's not even just AI, but we're getting low effort content as quickly as we can, as frequently as we can, in order to try to buffer our numbers or just put as much content out as humanly possible, because the more eyes that are on whatever platform you are, the more the platform will push you, and then thus the more the people will watch you, and vice versa. And it's only getting worse. I feel like every single style of media is getting that. If we look at TV shows, you're getting shows after show after show, which is just either retelling the same story or just a spin-off of another show that's popular, or a series that is once popular. There's just a spin-off of a spin-off of a spin-off. There's nothing really original or new. You could see this with movies as well. There's an issue with movies where now you're starting to get basically Netflix tier movies everywhere now, where there is no real new or grandiose style movie. It is all kind of the same. Even things that used to be grandiose, like let's say even Marvel movies in the theater, that was an event. Now it seems like every other Tuesday there's a new one on Disney Plus. And I think that is because of the streaming bastardization of cinema, but that's kind of a different story. I think the slop itself is just that it doesn't matter where it is, it's coming in because it needs to fill in the void of just continuing to consume and make sure that people are nonstop basically preoccupied with whatever the new thing is. You see this also even in food. Food has become weirder and weirder as time progresses. They have like combinations of two different things that weren't even close to being together, now all of a sudden being together. But 90% of the time, it kind of sucks. It's not like a special thing. For example, I remember back in the day when the Doritos Locos Taco came out, and that was like a crazy thing. But now that is the most benign and tame thing for the most part. You see people making crazy ass shit nowadays when it comes to food, and food has also become slop where nothing really is good in it. You have to go out of your way or pay more for better food, and that's because the slop is just continuing to come through in waves. It's like whatever they can get in order to activate whatever brain neurons you still might have in the back of your brain, whether it be through nostalgia or familiarity or whatever it can be. They will try to trigger it and activate it and make sure that you consume whatever it is. And it's crazy because you can see this, what is it? And like even in short form content, which I'm not a huge fan of, I have to participate in it, but short form content, a lot of the shorts I see are just literally like ASMR style videos of people like opening old video games sometimes, and it's just like, this is cool. Like, it's giving me the nostalgia of, hey, look at this, feel that, whatever. But I have not learned anything from it, or at least grown, or at least been even entertained. It's just something to put on in the background. And I think that that's the main issue with the slop, really, is that there is no thought-provoking ideal or something happening actually with the slop. It is literally there to either take your time or take your money. And that's literally it. And I think that more and more as AI gets better and also people's reactions to these types of things get more studied and regulated, you're just going to see a bunch of these random combinations that are going to keep happening. And it's not like I'm immune to it, because I am not at all. I will be gotten by the slop. Sometimes AI slop, I'll watch it for like 30 seconds and then I'll be like, this is slop. Like it's like something in my brain understands that, hey, after a while, this is kind of stupid. But sometimes it works. Sometimes I'll listen to, green text AI 4chan video that's 20 minutes, but it's the same fucking video over and over again. But it's still something, it's something to listen to. And I think that that's the issue, is that we're getting to the point now where it rather than having some type of want for it to be good, it just has to be. And that is the major issue. I think that has become the major issue when it comes to all entertainments. We are no longer in a mode of trying to make it as best as we can, but more so as long as it takes up our time, takes someone's time up. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter if it's good or not. It's probably better if it's just barely passable. So then that way people don't question it, because if it's bad, then it's really bad. But then even then, when it's really bad, at least you can check it out because it's so bad. But being so bad that it's good is a better compliment than it being absolutely forgettable. And I think that that's the slop era. It is completely and utterly forgettable.
And we're back. Welcome to the workout debriefing. Exercises not filmed, none. Exercises skipped, also none. Got everything in, thankfully. But anyways, back to the main subject matter for today. The slop content and or era has begun and will continue on. The main reason why I wanted to discuss this is because it is a ongoing issue that I've noticed in all sorts of fashions of entertainment, where we're getting into the point now where they are just drawing out any type of thing. It doesn't matter, really. I think we've reached almost an apex of it, where now nothing is really of substance, nothing really matters anymore. There's no real depth to anything. Anything that actually has any depth, you have to go look for and hunt for, or you have to entertain yourself with the idea that whatever you're watching is bottom of the barrel shit, and get entertainment from that. See the newest War of the Worlds, there you go. that movie apparently is dog shit, and I can't wait to watch it because apparently I know it's dog shit going into it. I get to have a good laugh at that. The idea of it is it's being so bad that you can laugh at how bad it is. The reason why this is an issue is because this is happening in everything. This isn't necessarily just entertainment, but we're also looking at the same thing with foods and things like that, where all of a sudden we're just getting bottom of the barrel quality in certain things. I mean, hell, even just like building materials, houses, there are things where it doesn't matter how good it is. As long as it looks good, take it out and go get money from it. It really has become that level of just whatever. Fuck it. I mean, the fact that I can buy a coin called Scam Coin should tell you it's literally reached even currencies, all right? It's just everywhere. It doesn't matter where you're at. There is no real way out of this particular era except for the destruction of this type of slop content and or sloppiness needs to be regulated out, because if it doesn't get regulated out, more likely than not, it's just going to take over like you see it taking over a lot of things. I mean, it's not very far that you have to go into YouTube to see just like AI slop everywhere. It's really, really not that hard. It's only getting more and more popular. Half of the videos I get recommended to me on YouTube are just 4chan green text posts that are all AI theoried, basically. And listen, there's nothing necessarily wrong with using AI to help you out in certain parts of YouTube channel, but letting it be your all-encompassing, basically, where it does the voice and the story and how many 4chan stories do I have to listen to where the main girl's name is the exact fucking same, because there's only like 3 different names that they can come up with for a fucking prompt. That's it. But for some reason, they can never come up with another one. It's very frustrating because a lot of the times it's just like that. Or the AI voices that's narrating a fucking video that you already know what's happening. You can kind of understand it from context clues, but then it has to just kind of keep you engaged. Like, watch what happens when this lady opens the door. She opens the door and she finds that there's nothing on the other side. But this is strange to her. And it's like, yeah, you can fucking just watch it. You don't need this shit. And hopefully, I don't want to say I want to regulate it 100%, because there is room for certain aspects of these things, but at the same time, there is no real way to get around it. I feel like we're going to have to go through this content slop, really, and just kind of endure it until things get better. And the only way to hope things get better is that someone somewhere somehow says, fuck that, and then just puts a stop to it in whatever field or way or shape that we can, whether it be entertainment or in food or in other things, maybe coins, things like that. It all just depends. But that is just my general thoughts on the slop era content that we're in currently. But with that being said, tell me what you think in the comment section down below. I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions about this one. This was more of a random one, but still one nonetheless. I would love to know your opinions about this particular. If you've experienced anything with the slop content, I would love to know your thoughts and opinions about that, or stories. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video with anybody who may or may not like it. I will be back on tomorrow with a new video. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I will see you in the next one. Keep it heavy. Stay safe out there. Stay cool. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace!